Hey there guys, gals, and non-binary pals, GM Potter here, and today we will be reviewing Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. So this one is coming out today in honor of International Women's Day. Mary Shelley, of course, pioneered the science fiction genre, particularly the horror science fiction genre. But this is widely regarded, especially by great authors such as Isaac Asimov, as the first science fiction novel. Frankenstein originally came out in 1818, and it does have an alternate title, which is Frankenstein or the Postmodern Prometheus, which I think is a little bit cooler of a title. It's a gothic novel, and it's a sci-fi horror novel. I wouldn't say it's chilling in the way that so many modern horror novels are chilling. I'm sure for the time it was makes your blood run cold. To me, it kind of, the general central thesis for me felt more like it was take responsibility, a treatise on personal responsibility. Our main characters are Robert Walton. He's actually the captain of the ship, and his letters to his sister frame the story. Then we have Victor Frankenstein, who is the man behind the monster, basically. He's kind of a wannabe alpha male, but really I thought he was more of a dweeb. Like, he runs from his problems instead of facing them. He doesn't ever actually come face to face with any of his problems. He just runs away. And his whole story is him running away from problems. And I feel like if he had just stood up and done what he was supposed to do, or even taken responsibility for what he had done, the story would have gone a lot different, and perhaps we wouldn't even have a story. And then we have the monster, which, let's put an end to the debate. Is it Frankenstein? Is it Frankenstein's monster? It's both. Because in the book he says he takes his name from his creator. Therefore, the monster is both called Frankenstein's monster and Frankenstein. It's both. So we can all just chill on that for a little bit. My favorite quote from the book is, "Remember that I am thy creation. I ought to be thy Adam, but I am rather the fallen angel, whom thou drivest from joy for no misdeed." For me, that kind of sums up the story and paints it as being about personal responsibility and taking responsibility for your actions. Originally, the character of Victor Frankenstein was interested in alchemy and wanting to transmute objects, and when he gets to school, they're like, "Oh, that's been widely debunked for hundreds of years, what are you even talking about?" And he gets into the natural sciences. This is shortly after the death of his mother, and decides that he wants to learn to reanimate the dead. He kind of sees it as a way for him to gain glory rather than as a way for him to help people, which again is kind of his folly. It's kind of his downfall. He wants to be this big, strong alpha male and do things for glory rather than doing them for more altruistic reasons. Frankenstein was written as part of an amusement contrived by Lord Byron over the course of a weekend. Lord Byron basically said, "Hey guys," to his doctor, Mary Shelley, and her fiancé, Mary Wollstonecraft, soon to be Mary Shelley, and her fiancé, Percy Shelley, and said, "Hey guys, let's write a ghost story so chilling that you can't even stand to look behind you. Let's write the scariest ghost stories we can come up with." And this is Mary Shelley's. And I think, especially for 1818, it definitely takes the cake as scary. It's the living dead animated. It's kind of a zombie story. Kind of one of the first zombie stories. It's probably on some form of required reading list. I know I read it in high school for fun, and then I read it in college as part of my introduction to the humanities class. I enjoyed it immensely both times. I got more out of it when I read it in college because we went into it and we discussed the language she chose, and we discussed the time period in which it was written as well, and other works, and we also discussed adaptations. So if you're going to watch adaptations, the black and white Frankenstein, the original Frankenstein from Universal Pictures, is really good. It's not unfaithful to the book. And then Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, the one with Kenneth Branagh, kind of leans more into the Gothic, because the Gothic literature genre was about pushing boundaries, and there was a lot of sexual context in it, and it's many Gothic novels are just kind of off the walls, cuckoo banana pants, and that movie is definitely that. Skip Bride of Frankenstein's. I will be hosting an author event at the Half Price Books flagship store in Dallas, Texas, April 3rd from 1 to 3. Come on by and see me if you're in the neighborhood. Have you read Frankenstein? Let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.